But for a lot of women, that is not being a bitter, angry red pill bro. And
is that Bret Cooper having a semi moment of clarity? Now that Bret Cooper is fully in her 20s now, I'm sure that she's realizing that you're a little too old for the men in your own circles, hun. Not only that, but the rhetoric that you preach does not align with the lifestyle that you lead in any way, shape, or form. You work, you make money, you're definitely not a trad wife, but yet here you are, rah-rahing sis boom bond for the conservative side, and the conservatives is full of red pill incel men. That is the dating pool that you have to choose from. Now, of course, she goes on to somehow still blame women for what men are lacking. I don't know how she got there, but if you go watch it, you'll see how she twists herself into a pretzel to make it women's fault. Not only is she aging out of the dating age frame that conservative men like to go for, i.e. meaning her teenage years, but she's realizing that, sis, the men on your side of the street have taken red pill poison, okay? They're misogynist, they're crazy. Of course they don't want other women to work because they want to literally control them and control their lives. Again, these are not the ideals that she actually practices. This is just the shit that she spews out to her followers and tells them to go do it. Bret Cooper has money. Bret Cooper makes her own money. She's not living off of her husband, okay? And if she found herself in a abusive relationship, she can get up and take her baby with her and be fine tomorrow, okay? That is not the life of a lot of her followers, and she knows that. And she knows that a lot of her followers, or the conservative women who follow her, are dealing with psychotic red pill men. And they're just told to just suck it up and take it and go clean up and wash dishes and shit and be a woman, and there you go. She sees the holes in her own logic and in her own arguments, but she's still refusing to actually come into alignment with that cognitive dissonance, because that would be hard. That would take actual real work. That would mean that she would have to sit back and actually evaluate her values and how they align in her life. Again, like I said, the morals and the values and shit that she preaches, she does not live in real life. You can see that just from her being on the internet every day, making her money. She does not live those conservative values, but she's pushing them on you. And she knows that the men over on her side are fucking psychopaths, and it sucks over there. Oh, to be a fly on the wall in a conservative dating space. Jesus Christ. I think the closest that we got to that, what was that Love Island or whatever it was, where they were like blindfolded or whatever and seeing who the other person was on the other side. And those men were fucking terrible. Oh my God.